renarspodcast.
Throughout my fighting career, I was PTing and fighting at the same time to complement each other. But I met Buster. He come into Buster Reeves come into one of my gyms one time.
For those listeners who don't know who's Buster Reeves is probably one of the coolest stunt performers in the history of, especially of like last 20, 30 years. And then he was stunt performer, and then afterwards he's a stunt coordinator. And probably the most prominent part what he did was in Troy when he doubled
Brad Pitt,
yeah. And it was that fight where everyone knows that when Brad Pitt is fighting that other king, Hector, and that fight was insane. And they literally, I remember the conversation. They were looking for someone who can do Superman, like in this case, not punch, but Superman thrust, and who can jump that high. And they were like, who's like cool like kickboxer? And Buster Reeves at the time was the world champion, and he was just insane athlete. And there's still videos on YouTube. I'm probably gonna put just to show like his conditioning videos. He sit box split on two chairs, and him and someone else was smacking his legs with like a fucking wooden stick, and it's just insane. And so when they thought of Buster to get him for that part in Troy, he actually jumped higher, like 1/3 higher than they expected. Like, he's just insane athlete.
Yeah, he's a boss.
And crazy dude.
Yeah, he's a G. But yeah, so I met him. He walked into the gym, and I was fighting at the time, so I'm in the fighting spirit of like, I'm hard as fuck, blah, blah, blah. But he walks in, and I was like, who the fuck is that unit?
What gym was that?
Over in Lightwater.
Yeah, his nose is beautiful. He should be a model, actually.
Yeah, he's a model to me. He's a role model.
Yeah.
Mate, I don't care. I felt his energy when he walked in. I knew he was a gangster. So I was like, who the fuck is he? I like, want to find out. Got chatting to him, and he was like, mate, get out of fighting. You end up getting brain damage. He was like, get into film. So, and a bunch more money. So, I mean, everything's meant to be in that aspect. That was when I started training for the Reg while I was fighting. Not a good idea to do both at the same time.
And Reg, for those who don't know what they mean by that, that's a British stunt register, short Reg register. And in order to qualify in UK to be a stunt performer, you need to do 6 disciplines. I think you can choose out of like 8, 9 different disciplines. And and then Buster kind of said like, do stunts instead.
Yeah, get out of it. But I was going to act anyways after. I wanted to act, but I wanted to fight really. That was a priority. But life throws obstacles in the way of all sorts, so I've got out of fighting earlier than I wanted to really, but much more beneficial for brain damage really.
Do you remember when was that when you met Buster? How long ago?
When they were filming Tarzan.
Oh, right. Yeah. I wasn't on Reg at the time. I remember that guys were talking about working on it. It's probably about 8 years ago. Fuck, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Because I got on Reg 7 years ago, and I think I was training for the Reg, and I heard that people were working on Tarzan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went and did an observation day on there, and I was just like, wow, these boys are legit. So
sweet.
Straight away I was like, that's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, observation day means for young stunt performers, like stunt coordinators, give this opportunity just to come on a set and see what's up, what's going on. And so I like how some stunt coordinators are just like really cool, like Wade Eastwood, who does Mission Impossible and stuff. When I would go on his observation day, he's like, "Oh yeah, guys, put some choreo together, like see how you guys move, blah blah. Thank you, for coming." Some coordinators, I'm not going to give names, they're literally going to squeeze the last shit out of you, like clean mats, put mats there, do this for me, do that for me. And that one coordinator, he never hired me. I did the whole hard work for no money, and he never got in touch with me for a job. So that's observation days. Yeah. Now, when did you qualify on Reg?
About 4
years.
Sweet.
Sweet. And since then, you're always doubling big boys. Not always, but quite often.
Well, I mean, I've doubled only a few people, really.
Oh.
I wasn't purposely putting on size. I didn't want to get any bigger because I didn't fit any actors. So I was like, I won't put on any size to try and get more jobs. And it didn't. And I just got the job recently for the dude that was huge.
Yeah. Well, tell us about that. So it's in Fast and Furious. Yes. What's the guy's name?
Alan Richson.
Yeah, and
he's the dude that played Jack Reacher.
Yeah. Played or he's gonna play? Is it like?
Is
his stuff already out with him?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say if he's in what film.
Oh shit! No, yes, we should check. No.
It'll be on the credits.
It's on IMDb already. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I can double check and put it on the wall. It's most likely he's already shown, because it's all about spoilers. You're not allowed to say what they're doing but
yeah, for advertisement's sake, probably better to get it out there.
Yeah. So it's like he's doing this, and that's totally fine. And that guy's massive.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's about same height. My back. So we did the measurements, and my back's bigger than his. He's like 15 pound heavier.
What about
so
egos?
He's got arms and shoulders. Nah, is
your ego a bit bigger?
His ego's not as big as mine.
Wait. Yay!
Shout out.
Shout out to Jon's ego.
Get back in there, you.
Oh shit. So and you worked with him now, and how is he as a guy?
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. He's such a cool dude. So nice. He's just got good energy, like really nice.
And he started as a wrestler, right? Or at least he got in the spotlight as a wrestler. No,
I'm not sure.
What is he known for?
Well, I knew the first time I ever saw him was on Smallville. He was Aquaman.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he started as an actor then. I thought he started as a wrestler.
Maybe in his high school.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look that far back.
Yeah. He's that natural tan he has. Because when I saw Jon on the set, I was like, feels like you escaped from Essex.
Yeah, he's quite brown. They put like 5 layers of tan makeup on me.
Oh shit! Yeah,
sorry, and I still wasn't brown enough.
I couldn't recognize you. Is it Ankle Benz commercial? Oh shit!
Yeah, he's a G though.
Cool. And how was the experience on Fast and Furious in general?
Really good. Yeah, it was good. It was a good team.
What is it? Fast and Furious 35? What is it?
10. Part 1. Part 1 of 9.
Fast and Furious 35.6.
This will be I think this will be probably one of the better ones.
Of course, it's going to be the best one.
Of course. What are you saying?
You're in it.
Get back in there. In terms of the fight team and stuff, hopefully there was some really good stuff. Some really good stuff in there. So,
but there's one thing what you shot. The other thing is what they're going to edit.
Right. So,
and that's a huge one. Like my heart broke when the last Kingsman came out, which is not even called Kingsman. It's called like the Golden Circle, whatever. I think it's still Kingsman, with the
Kingsman, where they went back.
Probably back in the time, and then there was this Russian villain guy, and me and Thomas Paredes, other stunt performer, we had this featured part like with all the cool kills and everything that got cut out, and I'm like, no.
Yeah. I guess they got to do it.
It's always. I mean, like they look at what they have, and like, okay, this makes sense, that doesn't make sense, and they have to make that decision.
All right, what can they be allowed to do?
Exactly.
What makes it better for younger viewers and more viewers and such? You know?
Exactly. Yeah, those are big choices to make.
Yeah.
Sweet. And how long did you work on the Fast and Furious?
For a bit, probably a couple of months.
Sweet.
5-6 months.
And they just wrapped a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. But the core team was wicked. A lot of martial artists, so it was more like a training camp, rehab camp, really.
Yeah.
Training and rehab while we was fighting. Really, that's what I think teams should be for stunts. They're performing at such a high level.
Blah, blah, blah. Renarspodcast.